Hi everybody, welcome back to Planet Ascension. It has been a minute since I've made a video for my YouTube channel, but I'm probably also going to share this on social media as well. But I'm just so excited to introduce to the world a new course that I've been working on with my colleague and friend Alison Reid, who is also a fellow healer and a fellow healer and coach. I'm just so excited about this. To bring together what we know and our toolkits of what we've used to literally repair and recover from some of the deepest, darkest trauma and pain in our own lives, to be able to share that with everyone and really talk about energy. So this course is going to be called Energy School, and we are so thrilled about it because we really want to show everybody how everything that you encounter and experience in life relates back to energy. Everything is energy, but what does that actually mean? How can you leverage that in your life in a way that actually empowers you, and to the point where you feel like, you can't make a difference, there's nothing you can do about the situations that you're in, you just have to succumb to them and it's just the way that it is. But no, we're here to change that. We're here to show you how you do have power in every situation, how to get your empowerment back by really breaking down all areas of life relative to energy and what you actually get to do with that. So we're going to be covering everything in a 6-week online course. It's called Energy School. So it's broken down into 6 different modules where we really help you to understand, translate, speak, and live from the language of energy. So the first module that we're going to be talking about is going into the mind, everything mental. We want to talk about like the purpose and the role of the mind. We want to talk about what it actually means when we're thinking, what a thought even is. We're going to want to talk about the law of attraction and how thoughts actually lead to emotions, which emotions are also charged by a frequency or a vibration, which then tells the universe what you want relative to how your reality is created around you. And if none of that made sense, then we're here to make that more clear and to explain what that actually means. So we're going to be talking about how thoughts basically shape the world around you, and why that's important, how to utilize that to your advantage. Then we're going to talk about module 2, which is how do we apply energy to the body, to the physicality. What does it mean when we manifest physical injuries or ailments, and what can you do about it? What is pain? What is suffering? What does it mean when I'm experiencing what is called a trigger in my body? How do you interpret, your pain from everybody else's pain? What does it mean to clear your energy of your body with like sage and Palo Santo? How does that work? What is that actually good for? What is that not good for? Food, how does food affect our bodies? What you take in literally becomes a part of you. So we're going to teach about the frequency and vibrational understanding of that. And then we're going to get into a really big module, which is module 3, which is all about emotions and how to tap back into feeling again. Because emotions are essentially your guidance system or your compass through this life. So knowing how to feel will help you to know what is right versus what's wrong for you, always. It's always meant to be designed to show you what direction to move in your life. So if you're experiencing indecision, stuckness, feeling lost, feeling unsure, it often almost always comes from a space of not being tapped in or tuned into how you feel in order to know what is right versus what's wrong for you. We're going to cover, parts where can different parts of us be feeling different ways at the same time on the same subject. What does it mean to validate emotions? How does that have an implication on the relationships, not only with other people, but with ourselves? So we're going to get into a lot of information in that module. Module 4 is going to be all about the heart. What is the heart? Why do we have it? How do we listen and actually connect to it and live from that space? How do we create a connection between heart and mind? Why should we want to? What kind of impact does that have in our life? What are boundaries? We're going to get into some really big topics like what even is love? What does it even mean to love someone? And how do we go about doing that? And then also talking about what it means to be present, not only with ourselves, but with others, and to hold space for people. We're going to talk about what that means. Module 5 is going to be all about the spirit. So it's going to be covering everything that's like non-physical, and I guess you could say esoteric in a way. We're going to cover like disidentification, how you are not just this physical person, life and experience, that you're so much more than that, and how to connect with that and what that actually means relative to living life in an empowered way. We're going to be talking about like soul retrieval work, healing through trauma. We're going to be talking about authenticity, how to perceive energy, the 5 clairs, like clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, like all the different ways that energy is perceived, and also covering grounding. Can you be too up in the clouds? Do we need to come back down to center and focus in our bodies? And what are the implications of that? And why is that important? And then module 6 is going to be the empowered human relative to being an empath or empathic. So a lot of people are coming into the awareness that they might be an empath, which is to really have the ability to tune into a person and to feel into a person. But more specifically, it's known relative to emotions. So some empaths that don't really, have a good grasp on what it is to be an empath, feel victim to it, where it's like, and they're not wrong for feeling that way if they're not empowered around it. So a lot of times empaths will be taking on the emotions and feelings of other people or the pain of other people to the point where they can't even distinguish what is theirs versus what's other people's. And that can be really problematic. So many people in that circumstance will, push against that, resist that, and try to do everything they can to wall themselves up to people. Put up these walls, buy all the sage, buy all the black tourmaline, and just get away from me. Boundaries, But we're here to show you how to approach that in a way that's not pushing against, because what we know about being in a law of attraction based universe is, what you resist persists. And also help you to understand how this can actually be a gift, or what kind of hidden positive intentions there are for being sensitive enough to be classified as an empath, and what that means for you, and how to live your life in a joyful way along with that. So that's what we're going to be covering in module 6. And this is all taking place online, so it means that anyone from anywhere can be a part of it, and we would love to have you. It's going to be held in a safe space. It's a private Facebook group container where we all get to express and come together literally as community. We're all in this together. We're all going to be, covering the same topics. Alison and myself are here to support you in that group setting fully the whole way. There will be what we call pre-work already waiting for you in the group. So this isn't officially kicking off where module 1 is dropped in the group until September 15th as launch day. But if you come in ahead of time, not only are you getting a chance to meet all of the students and get to know everybody before we start, but you're going to have some pre-work in the group to dive right into. So there'll be like a little miniature module, which is kind of like a mini lesson with some homework in it to do ahead of time before the course starts, to kind of really set the tone, set our intentions, and really understand some of the basic foundational things relative to energy. So that's going to be already there and waiting for you with me and Alison and the other students that have already joined the program. So we would love to have you be a part of it too. We are going to be with you every step of the way. The way that it works is once a week, every week, a new module is going to drop in the Facebook group that is going to be pre-recorded by me and Alison, where we are quite literally going through an entire slideshow presentation with all of the material, which you get forever. So when you're in this course, you have access to the course material forever, as much as you want, unlimited access, So you get to go back and work the course as much as you want to, and you can work on it at a pace that's right for you, because there's no needing to be present at any specific date or time in order to get the information as if it's like time sensitive or dependent upon you being there live. It's all going to be there for you, and with unlimited replays of all the recordings. Plus, Alison and I are going to be doing some, supplemental content in the group in addition to the modules as we see fit, or people want us to elaborate or expand on one thing or another more deeply, and potentially some additional Facebook Lives in the group as well, where we're still getting to interact with us in real time as we support you through this journey. And we would love so much to have you be a part of it. If you have any questions at all, you can first of all check out the course at bit.ly/energy school course. or you can send me or Allison an email. I'm going to put that information in the description of this video. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, or if there's anything that we can do to help support you to be on this journey, to be on board, and answer any questions that you might have along the way. Energy School is going to kick off on September 15th. We cannot wait to have you. Oh, we know that this is a big calling from the universe. The way that this all happened was Alison and I were just catching up one day, and we were just really talking about, how much collective powerlessness that we're observing in everyone around us, whether they're in the spiritual communities or just your average human being, because honestly, this course is for everyone that's a human being, no matter what skill level you're at with this stuff. You don't have to already be an expert. We're taking the most very, very beginner and the most expert person in this and holding space in a container for everyone and meeting everyone where they're at while we help to further empower them. So if this feels like it's calling to you or speaking to you, we would love to take part on this journey with you. So let us know how we can support you. It's going to start September 15th, but the pre-work and the group is already waiting for you now with the other students. And we just cannot wait to serve you and cannot wait to support you. And we look forward to talking to you, getting to know you, and facilitating this work along with you. It is such a co-creation. So we look forward to meeting the entire community that gets to be a part of this with us. We cannot wait to do it. And we're so excited to get started. So let us know if there's anything that we can do for you along the way, and we'll talk to you so soon. Bye.